I'm feeling very passionately right now that the God that I hear from, which my father argues is not the Christian God, and you're fucking right, Dad. Fuck you, go suck a dick. Because my God is not racist. My God is powerful. My God created the different races of the earth and made sure that we all heard different religious concepts to grasp and define our culture based on those religions. But here's the thing, I'm Pangea. I said that as stupidly as possible on accident. Wally, my joking pet space heater that I love because, yeah, it creates heat and it's perfect and doesn't poop. So that is why I am the alchemist, not the machinist, not the creator, not anything, but I am she. I am she. I am the alchemist. Who is she? Who is she? I'm not asking. I'm stating. See, I have to explain myself all the fucking time, just like the generation of 20-somethings coming up. And I am tired of crying little babies, crying, whining 20s. Because what they are doing is telling me that my older brother and sister of that generation, of begets that generation, has failed their babies. Eminem saw it a little too early, so I could feel it. I could see it, I could live it, and that, Robin, is why you are she. I'm in the middle. I'm the monkey. Welcome. Welcome, Jan Flask. I love your last name. Flask. I don't know that I'm saying it correctly, but it's perfect. DL. Flask. FR is a difficult one for little freaking retards to say, like my little freaking retard child who sat there and looked and gave up. And I said, it's okay, Landon, come back some other time. Olivia, stethoscope. Stethoscope. At 14 months old, she said stethoscope more clearly than most nursing students do because she watched my mouth. I don't watch my mouth, and that's why I'm going to be famous, and my tit itches, and I can't scratch it on video because that is suggestive. I'm not sitting here scratching my nipple because I want you to lick it. I'm scratching it because it itches. Just like when Olivia says, can I start saying vagina again? Why? Why did someone tell you no? Because that's my fucking child. Methodist, stupid school of locked arm ladies trying to stop a mother from delivering the tuition check. Why do you want it now? You don't want me. You want my beautiful little Aryan Nation babies. But me, I'm sick. I'm uncomfortable. I make you uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable living here in this zone, here in this place of racial tension that you can't palpate because you don't live here. You were not called a nigger lover. You were not told by that man right there, who I can probably throw not a softball, but a baseball. Yeah, I could hit one of those windows. I'm not going to. I never will. I don't own a baseball and I don't have money. I have a golf ball. That would do it. But I don't have a club. I've got a bat, but I don't want to hit it. I hit a tree and I hugged it. This is all sounding like a poem, and it's not. These are words of my life. And there was a gun. I'm in city limits of Madison Heights, Virginia, and the gun sounds a few miles away. I hear it often. I don't know that whomever is living near enough is listening to me to make that stop, bitch. Stop. But bitch ain't shutting the fuck up anymore, guys. You can come here and put your laser pointer hand pistol, target, bitch. You can't hit. You can't hit that target, bitch, because you need a laser. I can hit cans with a 22 rifle from dozens. I don't know how far away it was. It was way up there on the hill. See, but I speak poetically and it sounds manically, but it doesn't sound manic to me. It sounds like truth. God, that was good. That was a poem. That was something worth writing, worth hearing, worth saying. That was power. Why do we want to let go of our power? Why do we want to be cogs in a machine? Why do we want to click along like this, which sounds clunky to me? So I'm sitting here getting less and less creative. I just last night thought, why do soldiers march? Who came up with that stupid ass concept? I was thinking about Tom, who joined the army because this bitch broke up with him for cheating. So I'll show you, bitch. I'll join the army as an infantryman and make sure that I say that, because I will go into the front lines and get shot for you because you were worth losing. But then it's on your conscience, bitch. That is perfection of living art. That is society now. And that society has evolved into this fucking mess I live in now while I was happily raising 2 children. So yes, God, thank you for taking my children. Thank God you took my children. Thank you, God, for taking my children. The people who have asked me why I don't do open mic nights, it's because my message is so powerful that I know when I get off of that stage, I'm going to see tears or I'm going to get hate. Now, I've got white supremacists coming into my home to remind me that I am pure. I hate that it's reversed and that I have to read that to you. It's a 10. It says pure connections. Whatever it was, the ingredients, which have been pink penned out, contain peppermint oil, menthol, aspartame. You know what's funny is that aspartame and phenylalanine, I said mean. That's a different chemical. I know this because I could have been a chem minor, and I wasn't. I'm telling the truth now so that you don't tell the cops that I'm Walter White. Walter White was probably a chem major if he was teaching high school chemistry. But thanks, Keith. And thank you, Officer Pavia, for harassing me because I was almost a minor and you almost did your fucking homework and you almost confirmed that, because rumors are a hard thing to go on when you're arresting people and taking away time from their lives. But it's not. Because when I tell you that Tanya Jordan of Evington, Virginia was murdered, not overdosed by accident, and the rumor mill says Michael did it, because Michael goes around bragging about how Michael did it. Michael gave her a shot mixed with fentanyl called a hot shot and purposefully tried to kill his girlfriend. Why? I don't care. I care about Tanya, who I was barely acquaintances with, but I care because of her son, because of the little blonde boy who told me my car was yellow. And I said, no, it's orange. And he said, no, it's yellow. And I thought, evil, demon spawn, creepy. Why? No, you cannot climb in my car. No, stop. I'm standing. I'm watching. I'm watching you, monkey. I'm watching you. I'm watching you climb into my car and sit there and destroy the papers that I just put back in place after police raided my home and raided my car and raided my life and raped my soul. And also they took my vibrator and fed it to my dog. Why? That feels a whole lot like sexual assault by a police officer, by a police group of officers. Why? You already had me, bitch. I'm the bitch. I know I'm a bitch. I know I sat there crying on a stool that I'm going to grab right now because I need a moment. Because I didn't put my Aunt Jemima pancake mix on here the other day on purpose, sitting like that so that I could have this moment. But God did. God gave me the ability to do what God wants me to do because I allow myself to believe enough that there is a higher power, that I can allow whatever higher powers there are or there may be to possess me, to draw me, to incite me, to compel me, to inspire me to do the right thing for the people. Why does my Christian, non-denominational father, who taught me to believe in God and to believe that nothing happens by accident because God said so, when you homeschool a just below borderline genius IQ child, and you give her the response of because God said so, so shut up. That's ignorance. It's not blissful. It's perfect. It is a perfect metaphor, allegory, metaphor. Look it up if you don't understand what I'm saying. Don't pace around my dining room table and call me a bitch. Yes, the reason it sounds like it's something that happened is that it did. These things that I say are my truth. I don't make shit up for shits and giggles, because the giggles that you get from my truth sound more like sobs from a child who's sitting there listening to their parents scream at one another and wondering when they're going to stop. My son, he said stop. Stop it, you two. When he said you two, I knew that the two that I said stop to heard me, heard pain, heard him, heard me, him, me, whore, stupid, fat. I'll let you guess who said whore and who said fat, but you don't need to, because I'm thin, and because whore, and because one or another is X, Y, 1, 2, one goes where, the other goes the other. You see, the problem that we're creating is that women are getting pregnant on drugs. They are raising the fetus on drugs. And I am an internationally certified, meaning I can go anywhere in the world, lactation consultant, but I can no longer work in this area because I am a nurse who gave up her nursing license so that she could get it back. There is power in my words because they're true, not because I will them to have power. They just do. So while that sounded poetic and rhythmic and rhyming, Nicole, they rhyme, I didn't do it on purpose. I'm free flowing, just like the rappers do. But suddenly I'm made aware of a smell. I'm on my period. I smell iron. I smell gross. I smell, ugh, shower, please. Oh, warm, water, steam, smell, breathe, hold your head back. All of those things are just what I want. But when I say them out loud and you hear them, you can put yourself there and feel it on you. And then we're having a moment together of beautiful, beautiful solitude that we can both appreciate and not sexually imagine the other. And just appreciate that we are two humans who want that warmth and comfort, because that means you're getting clean. You're getting the filth off of you. But I don't know that your filth is as dirty as mine. I don't know that you have been told that the nigger lover that you are is wrong. I hate that word, and I've never wanted to use it so much more than in that quote, because I've never been called one before. Because being called a nigger lover probably feels still exponentially less painful than being called a nigger by a white person who doesn't understand that the pain inside of your DNA that is part of you now, that is part of an entire race of Americans, which is different than European, which is different than African, which is different than Asian. Asia has Russia. Russia doesn't feel Asian because it doesn't feel like Chinese food, because it's Russian food. That is a large space. That should be a continent, because Russia is pain in a different way. But they're all white. American pain is what I preach. American uniting that pain and accepting it is what I am trying to do. But until I get through my words, I can't tell you what I mean, because that pain is a concept and it's in me. And I'm so glad that everyone who was watching this pieced out to go weigh in their mind that weight I just dropped. Weigh it against their emotions, to think for a second, or else it made them uncomfortable and they're mad and they don't want to think about it. I don't either. I don't want to talk about it, because that pain in me, it doesn't go away when I talk about it. There are things that have happened to me in my life when I speak into the mirror and talk it through, just like my therapist taught me. Why did my therapist have to teach me something my mother should have? Why did my therapist teach me something that my mother should have? Oh, troll agent, I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking at the thing, and I don't know how to pull this over so I can see. I can't see what you said. I can't see what Ricardo John Baptiste said. I don't look. Something about here, crazy lady, is the only thing, because it's got 2 lines, and I love it. I love that. Hi, troll agent. Thank you for watching me. I love that your name is Troll Agent. I'm sorry I called you King Troll. King Troll Agent. I didn't put my makeup on yet, because so many profound things are happening at all times in my life, because God is showing me how to see the profound in the daily bullshit that we do, and tell the stupid humans that I always joke that every time I pick my nose, here, I did it on camera. Now I need to wipe my hand off. I'm going to do it on my pants because I got snot on it earlier, but I coughed that snot. I can't read anything that you're saying. I'm sorry, because it only shows me that you posted and it just says your name. That's beautiful. God's like, look, you've got an audience right the fuck now. So do it now, and then let it be heard. That's why when people start telling me their opinions on my videos, I'm like, please stop, because it's my friends and my family. My family calls me drug addict, drug addict, drug addict, drug addict, wishing it was true. Why? Because you don't want to own the pain that I'm talking about, because you can't listen to the end, because I'm Robin. I'm little weirdo Robin. I'm the little one the brunt of the litter of 6, even though I'm the middle child. But I'm the pain of America. Every mic dropped. Wally shut up. Wally said, I'm going to shut up. Light coming in, got brighter. Sun comes through. You want to tell me that all of those things conspired? Didn't conspire? Coincidence? No. For you, maybe. Yes. You're normal. I'm not. When I say that I died, I died. I see people that die every day. I'm a nurse. I used to walk into the hospital and say, oh God. And Malia would say, please tell me it's just one today, or please tell me it's not our floor. Or she'd say, God, don't say that. Because she knew that I was an angel of mercy. She knew. There are nurses that have an intuition. We get a calling to go into nursing because God wants us there. Why? Because in those last few moments of maybe I can save him. And when I saved the one I'm the most proud about, who died 3 days later, I wasn't saving him. I was saving his family. I tried to even get tears to come out, but it's facts. So when I sat there and saw him and Stephanie was being a fucking obnoxious, stupid nursing student, Stephanie, shut the fuck up. I'm having a conversation with my patient. Did you just say fuck in front of a patient? Did you just say fuck to a nurse? Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you. You got it. You look like shit, sir. What's up? Can you not curse in my room, ma'am? I don't like those words. Absolutely. I'm so sorry about that. I did not mean to use that word. It came out because I needed her to hear the fuck. You? No, sir. I do not need to curse in front of. What's going on with you? I've never met you before. What are you in for? I think my kidneys are shutting down. You diabetic? No, ma'am. Everybody else in my family was. I lost my weight. I can see you're a skinny little thing. Oh, lean. Thank you. I got it. I got my cultural community. This is a special community that I live in, Lynchburg, Virginia. The town Jerry Falwell wrote a book about saving. I don't remember where I put it. But what's funny is that book was not in the library that was donated to me. That is the top shelf of the pretty ones that I picked out and the ugly. And the just for aesthetics are up there. The ones that I read. And I just saw a beautiful library a woman had. You know that all the books she reads are right here. And when I saw that beauty, I was Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand. But she had a couple copies. Why you need a couple copies? You're going to have your favorite one and you're going to have your one for display if you're the reader. My husband was the literary. It's a beautiful collection. All of them. Beautiful, beautiful books that are not for reading. They're for the beauty of them, but they are for reading. Because when somebody that's ignorant enough to need one of those beautiful books and you say, here, take this beautiful book, take good care of it, and read the fucking message. That's what a true fucking, someone who appreciates artwork. That's what I'm saying. Someone who goes to museums all the time. Culturalist. We should all be culturalists of America when we're in a country that loves to say, America, fuck yeah. What do you mean by that? I know that some of the messages that Matt and Trey put in their art were missed by you because you didn't see art. You saw a cartoon. And they probably had the sadness in them that I have right now of trying to express a concept. And they were like, guys, we reeled you in with the fart jokes. Males specifically, we reeled you in with the fart jokes. Males specifically, we did basketball because it's funny, it sits there and it draws in sports. We put naked women in it and we had a wonk. We showed you our dicks by letting you hear it hit the floor and you didn't hear the mic drop. Yes, guys, I just translated your fucking beautiful work of art for you because it's a collection. Matt and Trey. Because I don't say Parker anymore. The reason I used your first names, because I used to say Matt and Trey, Parker, and what? See, now I can't even remember one of your names. I just remember Parker because of South Park. But you guys collaborated on whatever God was telling you, and you realized that God is sick, God is well, God and Satan are one. And the bigger picture is we're hitting an American fuck the world. Fuck nuclear war. Fuck civil war. The European Union hates us. England said, nope, Trump, fuck off. America, thank you. Thank you. I wondered why. Okay, sorry, it just came to me. So I'm finally realizing why I was relieved that Trump became president, because I was like, well, you guys did it. I didn't know what you did. You started the fuck off, of kerfuckery. That is a perfect word, because then I can say fuck all day. Just like exacerbate. I love it. I can say that whenever I want and everybody stops. And then they all want that word. You can have it. It's not mine. You're welcome. And you're welcome, listeners. And Troll Agent, thank you for watching me. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if you really are a vigilante. I don't think you are. I think you're someone who sees art. And whoever from YouTube went in and cited the music that I was playing because they saw God. They saw that whatever that little hippie drum circle that I was making, whatever it was for, oh shit. I knew my whole life that that moment would come inherently and that I was going to help a big thing happen. Thank you. That's literally what I'm doing. And I'm humbled by God. I was fucking like killed myself. I'm a suicide survivor. I'm not a failed attempt. I had an experience in a void. Do you want to hear that story? Probably. Because it's interesting. It ain't heaven. Because it's void. There's a reason I went to a void. Some people might call it limbo. I don't give a flying fuck what language you speak. I don't speak retard. I speak Robin. I speak God's word and I speak truth. And I ain't ashamed of it anymore. But Troll Agent, let me tell you all of my YouTube channels. And I love how I said Facebook and was like, even in the middle of it, I could have stopped myself. Facebook keeps editing me. Facebook literally took away my security when they took away Facebook Live from me as a temporary. We got to look at this because you got reported for racial content, for being a racist. The reason I'm pausing is I'm giving that moment of silence, that death, a moment of silence. Because it deserves it. Because it destroyed the progress I'd made, but all it did was delay it. Because God is alive, God is well, and God said, Robin, that beautiful fucking brain of yours that I made that for some reason loves that F-bomb, because it stops everybody in their tracks and they hate it. My father stops listening to me. Do you know where I heard that word? While my mother and father loudly celebrated their marital bliss, while I was crying at the door because I had a nightmare. Fuck Robin. We're fucking. That's the message that I got from my family all the fucking time. Fuck Robin. My brother yesterday told me he wished I was dead. My father, a few days before that, while bashing in my bedroom door of the house that I destroyed by bringing drug addicts I was trying to think of a word. Young, lonely, searching for love and not understanding the mother's love that I ooze out of my system. Everybody always said, Robin's the mom of the group. Robin's got it. They created a fucking award for me, best manager of the school district. They were like, we probably don't even need to give this award again because no other manager of a soccer team brings orange slices and fucking juice boxes with her own money that she sat there, waitressed her ass off for, went to Food Lion right after her shift and got it and brought it to the private school that she went to. So I'm sure that your moms all had money for juice boxes and oranges. You're welcome. Why did I do that? I didn't give a flying fuck. I just wanted to fuck the captain because he was my boyfriend. Good game, honey. Sorry you suck at soccer. That's why I don't need to be your basketball manager because you can jump like a black man and you got a dick like one. I remember I used to sit there and do that because it would piss James off because James got mad at me because I wouldn't fuck him. So he told all the boys in school, there were only 12 people in my graduating class, so it wasn't that many boys. All the boys in my school that I sucked more dick than a urinal, seen more dick than a urinal. Either one of those, I don't remember, I don't care, but probably seen because he knew I knew the difference between a black dick and a white dick. James, I haven't talked to you in years. I hope that your stupid racist ass isn't actually racist and that I'm telling this story wrong, but I'm not telling the story wrong. We were making out in your like little weird like attic-y kind of area. I don't know. It was like weird because it was like a short room, but you're really tall and I thought it was funny and ironic. And when we were making out, I remember my hand brushed past your dick and I realized that you were hard. Do you know why there's a joke in that? Because most white men won't ask and don't know because they're not in healthcare. The reason I know now for sure, and I have seen more dick than a urinal now. I am the urinal. If, as far as I'm concerned, urinal, Robin's new name is urinal. Black men don't grow. They just stand at attention. That's a physical fact. For people who think racism and physical facts are the same thing, you're wrong. I'm just trying to educate you. But if ignorance is bliss, go bliss your fucking brain out. Can I get arrested for that? For inciting suicide in retarded, racist individuals whose ignorance hurts other people and causes damaging mindsets for young people they call their children, but raise not so well. I am the alpha mom because I was the alpha mom. Ladies, if you're like, I'm a better mom than she is, I'm sure, because I have my kids. No, you're not. God told me that I was alpha. I was born to be alpha. I became alpha, and I did it beautifully. She said so. God is now our mother, guys. Did you feel the shift? And I had one of these white supremacist jackasses who wasn't a jackass because even though he was paid to murder me, just like how Bruce, here's the fake name of the man who did try to murder me. And when he saw that the hot shot he had given me didn't kill me, do you know what he did? He asked if he could hug me. And what he said right thereafter was what made me realize I was in danger. He said, I know you don't like to be touched, but how do you know that? I never told you. I don't tell people that because that's personal. But killing somebody by giving them drugs that are laced with more drugs that'll kill me, that's also personal. My heart rate was probably about 260, 280. I remember thinking, this is it. I'm dead. And thinking, oh, the release. Oh, why? I'll never know why. No matter how I get murdered, I'll never know why. God said, do not fear. I'm not going to actually say that in any of my published art, because this is me talking through my creative process. This is me going through that. And troll agent, sorry, you're trying to get my attention. Robin, I wish that my computer didn't have it like off to the side, but like I said, God doesn't have accidents with me. Maybe with other people, they can say coincidence and you can sit there and believe whatever the fuck you want. I believe what my creator told me because he's the only motherfucker that's there for me anymore. And she goes back and forth. But God, there was a dentist in 1882 that wrote a book of the Bible. And he was telling, hey guys, I'm channeling God. God said it's God. And I believe it's God because that's the voice I always hear when I hear God. Oh my God, why is dentist John over here, which I can't remember his name? Why is he must be real. Let's listen to him, guys. Come on. I was at the rabble. Come on, guys. He's really cool. Let's go listen. So he wrote a book of the Bible, and it's been accepted as Book of Bible. Confirmed voice of God channeling. Why do people tell me I'm wrong in that? Ignorance in America is rampant, and it should not be, guys. We used to be number one. We still have the other countries watching us, and thank God they're hopefully starting to wise up, and they're going, let's watch that train wreck. Which, by the way, Brittany was not a train wreck. God told me, Brittany, God told me why you did what you did and all of the beauty behind it. I'm not going to share that because you and I both know. God told me. Call me if you don't believe me. I'm not trying to whore myself to celebrities, except I need Eminem. Because God told me that if he hears your voice singing this song, he will know that I am real, and he will come to you, and you will have who you need to support you. So Marshall Mathers, see, I'm like, okay, I got to fix troll. I got what you were saying. Okay, so get your fucking game face on and let's do this video. But I'm still not finished working through my process, and I hear, just like the buzzer from the dryer, I hear ding, 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 you got it. Do it now. But I knew I wasn't through it yet. Right after I stopped earlier and you told me to go put my makeup on and do it, and you asked me what job I have. I don't work right now. I had to give up my nursing license. I'm mentally disabled. I have PTSD, and I still go into PTSD attacks because the white supremacists paid a black man to come and rape me, which I thought was ironic because he actually was my favorite of all the rapists. Well, I mean, no, my husband was my favorite rapist, but he wasn't rape. He was sexual assault. I defined it on a beautiful black whiteboard. It's because it's not chalkboard, because it's marker. I'll have to show it. It's very confusing. The way that we did it was beautiful. But I wrote finally in a picture that looks like it looks like, it looks like this. But mirror is hard to see it on. So when my friend was like, hey, let's paint it black, I was like, oh yeah, and then I can get those really cool metallic markers. And he was like, yeah. He did it for me. And he and his wife are making me famous. He probably understands the irony behind it. She doesn't. But one of my friends wrote this for me because he was trying to send a message. And you can't read it, so I'm going to read it to you. And everybody knows, come into my house, scribble everywhere. Not on the walls, on the windows, with the dry erase markers. Unless you are this motherfucking nigga right here, who is alpha nigga of all of this area in Central Virginia. And also the scariest murderer of Central Virginia adores me. He's not really a murderer, but he does kidnap people and hold them hostage in hotel rooms. He's gotten busted for that a few times. I did not snitch on him. I ain't stupid. I'm not going to tell on who did it because I don't want Frisco to kill me. What he drew here says God's punishment, and it's a grave site. So I always say RIP. What the new thing says, how do you feel today? Lost, boss. There's a little picture, not a smiley face, but a straight line mouth with a crown over it. He's in the corner low. I don't know if this is the coffin. I didn't get to ask Brendan what he meant by it, but the feeling behind it is so felt. Lost, boss. I'm losing because all these guys and all the ones like JD, I hear you. I know that you're not a white supremacist. That's why you brought a black girl when you came over, because you were like, I like black people. And he also changed his Facebook profile picture to him and one of my friends, AK. And I was like, what? He's like literally changing his Facebook, which I consider a personal thing of mine. That's mine. I'm not going to do that for anybody else unless I am trying to send a message. He sent that message for me. And I'm honored by that, JD. You got my fucking key back. Thank you. I didn't know what you were trying to say. If you're just stupid and didn't know, but otherwise come out and tell me. That's why I keep asking these stupid fucking Aryan Nation people. I don't know that you are white supremacists, but that's what I get when nothing you say means anything, is that all you've got in you is bullshit. And that comes from your ancestry, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have that in me. And I love that the man who left this for me does have my ancestry, and he feels like we were in the same clan. That is a clan of Norse descendant, and the reason they were clans is they were smaller communities. Why did they bastardize that word for me? That's my word, because I'm oyster, so clan, clam, huh? The oyster clan. But we are not supremacists. We are the chosen ones, the chosen few, the family of righteous ass, beautiful, because I'm the ugly kid, guys. My mom told me every fucking day. I don't tell that for sympathy. I've got beautiful siblings. My brother, my oldest brother, has always been the oldest. My older brother was beautiful in a different way because he was blonde, blue-eyed. The rest of us have the darker features that we got through the genetic process of my father. But why am I saying this? Because my brother, who's white, and we used to tease him, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not sunburned. I've been out here for 8 hours, and you just walked out and you are lobster. It hurts, doesn't it? Did you all hear that? I'm talking about a skin issue. I'm talking about sunburn. It doesn't hurt that he's white skinned. But it hurts when you say light skinned in a derogatory way, even though light skinned is not derogatory. Light skinned is descriptive. So troll agent, I'm working through that thought process. Thank you for recognizing or for trying to subtly call out to me, but why not just fucking say it? I get the irony. You're troll agent. You are, hey, putting both y'all in your place. You're playing the middleman. If you are paid, you should be. If you aren't paid, you should be. And actually, if you want to help me, if you did go find me on Facebook, which I really hope you do, because I'd like to know the man behind troll agent. Because if you are a vigilante sitting at home making money some way that you're like sitting here like, the reason I was asking is if you need some money, here's how you can make it. Yes, I do need a way to make money. But here's the thing is that the way that my creative process works, when I start flowing like this, I'm going. And I can't stop and do the stoppage of make this a quick little 5-minute regurgitatable, shareable. Hey guys, check this chick out. She's funny. She's, normal looking. So nobody is going to sit there and hate and troll on me. Anyone who has trolled on me has always been crazy. They see this beautiful mind. They don't care about the beautiful face. And I don't get the whole DSL thing, which is really fucking incredible, because as soon as someone sees me in person, it's because in this, you don't see my lips quite as clearly. Thank God. Because as soon as guys see me in person, they go, damn. And I'm like, no, because you came over here because you were like inspired. And then you were like, damn, I want to put my dick in it. No, don't. Please don't. Please stop forcing your dick into it. Please. Rape is not fun. Rape is not a joke to anyone unless you've been raped. So when the people who tell me not to joke about it tell me that, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you haven't been raped. Do you need to? If you're a male, I'll do it. But I know I'm joking. I'm sorry, Wally. See, this is another thing I started doing. Joe, I'm never giving you your hat back because this is actually one of my, I know, Wally. It's one of my signature things now. Just like how in Series of Unfortunate Events, she always puts her hair up. This is androgyny. I'm wearing a bra today. I'm not trying to be sexual. The reason for the asexual artistry, which is funny because I've seen Sandra Bullock. I've seen her dressed similarly. It's like kind of incognito. It's kind of like, hey, she just looks like a normal stupid white bitch. And I say that because my daughter said it without saying, because she's only 4. She doesn't want to be stupid and she's afraid she is. So that's why she articulates. She'll ask me until, and she'll watch my mouth. Stethoscope. Yes, little teeny tiny baby. You are so cute and perfect and me. And oh, you are pretty. She is never going to get listened to. You don't know that. You don't know that. I do. Because as soon as I turned pretty at 16 and got braces off, eyebrows waxed, pretty, it was taken from me, my smarts. Because boys used to bullshit with me. Patrick was the perfect one. He'd be like, oh, do you need help with that computer program? Oh, smarmy, smug little jackass. Yes, I do. Please help me. And he'd sit there and help me. He'd be like, it's okay. We can't all be smart at computers. Oh, you realize that I'm smarter at language and math. Thank you. Respect. I didn't know that that's what he was saying, but I did. I just never articulated it because I didn't need to. It was a feeling. I'm doing it now because I feel so much ignorance is going on all around me that I'm having to say that which need not be said. And I was told by a very beautiful, teeny tiny, even though I'm teeny tiny, everybody always mentions because I'm so skinny. She's skinny and teeny tiny. And she came at me with the pink dustpan, not the pink broom. So I knew I wasn't in that much trouble because she would have just whacked and it wouldn't have hurt. But I bowed down and she started, no, she's got way too much cool. She was like, just one little, like, she's like, get off my property. And I was like, respect. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for not hitting me. I wasn't going to hit you, bitch. Yes, you were. You wanted to. Yeah? Thank you. Stop telling me what I'm thinking. I already know what I'm thinking. I know, but all the white people don't know. And I drove off. Because she was the one who told me and tried to give me that courage to do it. So, Dean, this is for you. It's also for, your sons that I put in jail. They won't put my rapist in jail, Dean. Not for my car. For the rape, yeah. Not for my car. Why? That seems so backwards. And that is, I actually thought, I hope my car gets stolen by someone who deserves to go to jail for it, and they don't, because that'll play the fucking send me over the edge. And it did. Robin, something online. This thing's online. See, I can't read what you're saying. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to communicate with you. I actually do. I'm waiting for my phone to charge too, and now I'm just talking to the camera, so I'm going to stop. See, that's so I respect that YouTube has. So, if you, like I said, I don't know if you work for YouTube. If you don't, you should try to get a job with them and say, hey, I want to be a troll agent. I want this job. They'll probably, because they're so fucking cool, they'll probably be like, yeah, we actually hire people like that. Here you go. Here's a job. You're welcome. Because they're trying to find artists in the masses, because there's no way to get to fame and fortune now unless you are a white female skinny. White female skinny. This is my drawer of irony. It actually says camera ready. So that's perfect. I just sold you some sunglasses. You're welcome. I sold you this cuff. You're welcome. I sold you this whole hustle hard, mighty, healthy. I don't know what I'm selling, but the crown thing, that's on everything. And the whole, like, it was on those shirts. Actually, I can't even remember now. But you know what? That brings me to my next point. There was an advertising scandal for the Make 7 Up Yours t-shirts. White people thought that black people were saying up yours. Did you think about it? That's what this was. But I'm doing a better song. I'm like, or sometimes, actually, this one was just. Stop. Okay, everybody's had a chance to think about it. How is that racist? That's you being racist. That is not them being racist. Black people are not saying up yours. A black man did that commercial and those t-shirts were taken off the fucking market because a bunch of white, stupid, Southern Baptist women, because your husbands are at work and they don't care. Men, make your bitch go to work and then she won't be bitching all day. I solved racism in America. Never mind. Sorry, troll agent. I was going to do this whole creative art series called War on God that was actually really beautiful. It's pictures. It's all kinds of stuff. I'm ending this now. It's all done. I figured it, fixed it. Go tell everybody. Tell all your friends.